Hello once again and welcome to the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. I'm Stacey Noles, Entertainment Director and Mobile DJ at SNDJ Entertainment in Pensacola. And this weekend we are counting down the top 10 movie and show songs from the 20th century. Now before we get into this week's survey, we just got to issue our disclaimer. Just remind you that we are not getting paid to do this show. We're also not profiting from the music that you're getting ready to hear. So we want to make sure that we go to Apple iTunes, Amazon Music, or wherever we normally purchase our music from. And let's make sure we purchase these tracks and show some love to the many record producers, the artists, and the record companies who put this music together. Remember, the music is the property of the record producers, the record companies, and the artists. No copyright infringement intended. And now, the 20th century really produced a lot of great movies, a lot of plays, and just a lot of things that really created a lot of great music for us to listen to. We could probably do a 5-hour show on this, but we had to narrow it down to just our top 10 songs with some honorable mentions in there, so I think you're really going to like this countdown show. Now, before we get into our top 10, we do have an honorable mention, and this song is usually played a lot of times whenever I do the garter toss at wedding receptions, and of course this movie came out in 1976. It's really what put Sylvester Stallone on the map. It's the theme from Rocky, Gonna Fly Now by Bill Conti on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. That's an SNDJ Top 10 Honorable Mention from 1976 from the motion picture Rocky. That's Bill Conti and the Rocky theme, Gonna Fly Now. I'm Stacey Noles, Entertainment Director and Mobile DJ at SNDJ Entertainment in Pensacola, Florida, and this weekend we are counting down our top 10 movie and show songs from the 20th century. And now, starting off our top 10, this movie soundtrack actually came out in 1925 and has seen many variations of it throughout the years, and is still one of the most popular plays around. It's the Phantom of the Opera cast with the Phantom of the Opera on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown.
To me in dreams again.
Starting off our top 10 countdown from one of the most famous Broadway shows of all time, that's the Phantom of the Opera cast and the Phantom of the Opera on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. And this weekend on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown, we are counting down our top 10 movie and show songs from the 20th century. And moving right along, coming in at number 9, this was one of Disney's most successful movies, and this is one of the main songs from that soundtrack. It's from the Aladdin soundtrack. It's A Whole New World with Peebo Bryson and Regina Belle from 1992 on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown.
I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? I can open your eyes, take you wonder by wonder, over, sideways, and under, on a magic carpet ride. A whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming.
A whole new world, a dazzling place I never knew. But now from way up here, it's crystal clear that now I'm in a whole new world with you. Unbelievable sights, indescribable feeling, soaring, tumbling, freewheeling through an endless diamond sky. A whole new world.
Don't you dare close your eyes.
100,000 things to
it gets
see.
better.
I'm like a shooting star. I've come so far. I can't go back to where I used to be.
With new horizons to pursue,
I'll chase them anywhere. There's time to spare.
let me share this whole new world with you.
A whole new world.
A new fantastic point of view.
No one to tell us no, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming.
A whole new
Every turn a surprise.
with new horizons
Every
to
moment
pursue.
I'll chase them anywhere. There's time to spare. Anywhere.
There's time to spare.
Let me share
This whole new world with you.
a whole new world.
A whole new world
That's where we'll be.
where we will be,
A thrilling change.
a wondrous place for you and
From From 1992, off the Aladdin movie soundtrack from Disney, that's Peabo Bryson and Regina Belle in A Whole New World on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. I'm Stacey Noles, Entertainment Director and Mobile DJ at SNDJ Entertainment in Pensacola, Florida. And this weekend on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown, we're counting down the top 10 movie and show songs from the 20th century. And of course, who could forget this movie? It's one of the most successful movies to come out of the 1980s, and really of all time. It's about a young man named Marty McFly who gets stuck back in 1955 and interferes with his parents' first meeting and runs into all kinds of problems. Of course, I'm talking about Back to the Future, and here's the theme song to it. It's The Power of Love from 1985 by Huey Lewis and the News on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. In at number 8, that's Huey Lewis and the News and Power of Love from one of my favorite movie soundtracks of all time. That's Back to the Future on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. And I'm not sure if you knew this or not, maybe you did, but Huey Lewis actually had a small cameo role in the movie Back to the Future. If you remember the part where Marty is playing at the Battle of the Bands and the guy stands up and tells him that they're just too darn loud, that was actually Huey Lewis. And so we always thought that was pretty funny of him saying that his own song was too darn loud. But yeah, Huey Lewis had a small cameo role in there, and a lot of people didn't realize that until many years later. But yeah, that was actually Huey Lewis. He was in disguise. And as we move right along on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown of the top 10 movie and show songs from the 20th century, Moving right along, we do have another honorable mention, and this is from the soundtrack of another one of my favorite movies, Police Academy, that came out in 1984, and this song actually played over the ending credits, and it really does send out a good message. It's Jack Mack and the Heart Attack, and I'm Gonna Be Somebody on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown.
I was ready, I was willing, but I never ever got the chance. Wasn't moving, only losing, and the time is slipping through my hands. I took one step up, put my foot on the gas, got me out of nowhere. I said, I wanna be somebody, I wanna make my stand, I wanna be somebody, I really think I can. For the first time, from the inside to the outside, something feels right. If I can't be anybody but me, I might as well be somebody. When you're hurting, disconcerted, nothing's gonna come your way. There's no reason to be bleeding. You can change your life from night to day. When your timing's right, there'll be hope in sight. Just believe in what you're saying when you say, I wanna be somebody, I wanna make my stand, I wanna be somebody, I really think I can. For the first time, from the inside to the outside, something feels right. If I can't be anybody but me, then I might well be somebody, somebody. I wanna be somebody, I wanna make my stand, I wanna be somebody, I really think I can. For the first time, from the inside to the outside, something feels right. I can't be anybody but me, I might as well be somebody. I'm gonna be somebody, I'm gonna make my stand, I'm gonna be somebody, I really think I can. For the first time, from the outside to the inside, something feels right. If I can't be anybody but me, I might as well be somebody. I wanna be somebody, I'm gonna make my stand, I'm gonna be somebody, I really think.
And off the Police Academy soundtrack from 1984, that's Jack Mack and the Heart Attack, and I'm Gonna Be Somebody. That song played over the closing credits of the very first Police Academy movie, and it just really sends out a good message, because Police Academy was all about a bunch of bumbling people who wanted to be cops, and it just goes to show that if you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. I'm Stacey Noles, Entertainment Director and Mobile DJ at SNDJ Entertainment in Pensacola, Florida, and this weekend on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown, we're counting down our top 10 movie and show songs from the 20th century. We're going to take a break, but when we come back, we're going to hear more show tunes from the cast of Grease. Also got Survivor on the way, Lindsey Buckingham, and more on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. And we're back with the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. I'm your host, Stacey Noles, Entertainment Director and Mobile DJ at SNDJ Entertainment in Pensacola, Florida. And this weekend we are counting down our top 10 movie and show tunes from the 20th century. And before we get back into our top 7, we just need to issue our disclaimer and just remind you that we are not getting paid to do this show. We're also not profiting from the music that you're listening to. So make sure you head over to Apple iTunes, Amazon Music, or wherever you normally purchase your music from. And let's make sure we purchase these tracks and show some love to the many artists, the record producers, and the record companies. Remember, the music does remain the property of the artists, the record producers, and the record companies. No copyright infringement intended. Now, as we get back into the music, we have another honorable mention, and this was one of the biggest movies to come out of the 1980s, and it's actually got a sequel coming out next year in the summer of 2021. This is Kenny Loggins with the theme from Top Gun, it's Danger Zone on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. From 1986, off the Top Gun soundtrack, that's Kenny Loggins and Danger Zone on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. And as I mentioned in the intro, there is a sequel coming out to the original Top Gun next year. It's going to be released on July 2nd, 2021. It's called Top Gun Maverick. It's going to feature many of the stars from the original Top Gun, including Tom Cruise and Val Kilmer. So that'll be a great movie to see, and make sure you check that out. It'll be hitting theaters July 2nd, 2021. Now moving into our top 7, of course, last segment, right at the beginning of the show, we played the Rocky theme as an honorable mention from 1976. And of course, the Rocky franchise really created a whole lot of great music over its several decades. And here's another great song from Rocky. It's actually from Rocky 3. It's Survivor and Eye of the Tiger from 1982, coming in at number 7 on the SMDJ Top 10 Countdown. From the Rocky III soundtrack, that's Survivor and Eye of the Tiger from 1982. I'm Stacey Noles, Entertainment Director and Mobile DJ at SNDJ Entertainment in Pensacola, Florida, and this weekend we are counting down the top 10 movie and show songs from the 20th century on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. And now the song that occupies our number 6 spot really came from a soundtrack that many would consider the best movie soundtrack of all time, and we featured other songs from this soundtrack and other countdowns, and of course it's from Grease, and it's John Travolta and the cast of Grease with Grease Lightning from 1978 on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown.
Why, this car is automatic, it's systematic, it's hydromatic. Why, it's greased lightning! Greased lightning!
get some overhead lifters and four-barrel quads, oh yeah.
Keep talking, won't keep talking.
Fuel injection cut up in chrome-plated rods, oh yeah.
I'll get the money, I'll get the money.
With the 4-speed on the floor, never waiting at the door. You know that ain't no shit, never get lots of tin. Grease lightning, go grease lightning, you're burning up the quarter mile. Go grease lightning, you're coursing through the hip-lap trials. You are supreme, the chicks are cream. For grease lightning, we'll get some purple French tail, that's 30-inch guns, oh yeah. A Palomino dashboard and doom like the twins, oh yeah. With new pistons, clubs, and shocks, I can get all my rocks. You know that I ain't bragging, she's a real pussy wagon. Grease lightning, go grease lightning, you're burning up the quarter mile.
Grease lightning, go, grease lightning.
Go grease lightning, you're coursing through the hip-lap child.
Grease lightning, go, grease lightning.
You are supreme, the chicks are cream. For grease lightning.
Coming in at number 6 off the Grease soundtrack, that's John Travolta and the cast of Grease and Grease Lightning on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. And you're listening to the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown, and this weekend we are counting down our top 10 movie and show songs from the 20th century. And now we have another honorable mention, and this song first came out in 1983. Chevy Chase played Clark Griswold, who decides to take his family on a disastrous vacation across the country to go visit the world-famous Wally World in California. And this song was featured in all the sequels except Christmas Vacation. It's the theme from National Lampoon's Vacation from 1983 and Holiday Road by Lindsey Buckingham on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown.
West Coast kid, Holiday Road, Holiday Road, Holiday Road, Holiday Road.
That was Lindsey Buckingham and the theme song from National Lampoon's Vacation from 1983 and Holiday Road, an honorable mention on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. My name is Stacey Noles, Entertainment Director and Mobile DJ at SNDJ Entertainment in Pensacola, Florida, and this weekend we are counting down our top 10 movie and show songs from the 20th century. And now coming in at number 5, this song is from 1986 and is the theme song from The Karate Kid Part 2. It's Peter Cetera and Glory of Love on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown.
Tonight it's very clear as we're both lying here. There's so many things I wanna say. I will always love you. I would never leave you alone. Sometimes I just forget, say things I might regret. It breaks my heart to see you crying. I don't wanna lose you. I could never make it alone. I am a man who will fight for your honor. I'll be the hero you're dreaming of. We'll live forever, knowing together that we did it all for the glory of love. You keep me standing tall. You help me through it all. I'm always strong when you're beside me. I have always needed you. I could never make it alone. I am a man who will fight for your honor. I'll be the hero you've been dreaming of. We'll live forever, knowing together that we did it all for the glory of love. It's like a knight in shining armor from a long time ago. Just in time I will save the day. Take you to my castle far away. I am a man who will fight for your honor. I'll be the hero that you're dreaming of. We're gonna live forever, knowing together that we did it all for the glory of love. We'll live forever, knowing together that we did it all for the glory of love. We did it all for love. We did it all for love. We did it all for love.
From 1986 off the Karate Kid 2 soundtrack, and that's Peter Cetera and Glory of Love on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. And of course, the Karate Kid really is spawning off a great franchise there. They started out with the original Karate Kid in 1984, followed by Karate Kid Part 2 in 1986, Karate Kid Part 3 in 1989, then a remake starring Jaden Smith and Jackie Chan in 2010, and then a web-based television show that premiered on YouTube a couple of years ago entitled Cobra Kai, and actually the season 3 of Cobra Kai will be premiering on Netflix later on this year. So if you haven't checked out Cobra Kai and you're a fan of the Karate Kid series, then make sure you check that out. And now our number 4 song actually came from a soundtrack from one of the best teen movies of all time. It's Jackson Browne and Somebody's Baby from Fast Times at Ridgemont High from 1982 on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown.
Somebody's baby. She must be somebody's baby.
the 1982 coming-of-age teen classic Fast Times at Ridgemont High. That's Jackson Browne and Somebody's Baby on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. And, you know, I watched Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and I wish they would have came out with a sequel to that. I thought that would have done really well, but they did actually come out with a short-lived TV show in 1986. It only lasted 7 episodes and aired on CBS, but really didn't do too well. It was actually entitled Fast Times. So there you go, a little trivia there on the Fast Times at Ridgemont High. And now we're up to another SNDJ Top 10 honorable mention, and this song actually came out in the 70s, but in 1992, it was a movie based on a Saturday Night Live sketch that really brought this song back onto the charts and introduced it to a whole new generation, and is still popular today. From the Wayne's World soundtrack, this is Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. I'm just a poor boy, I need no sympathy, because I'm easy come, easy go, little high, little low. Any way the wind blows doesn't really matter to me. To me. Mama just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun, but now I've gone and thrown it all away. Mama, didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, as if nothing really matters. Too late, my time has come. Sent shivers down my spine, body's aching all the time. Goodbye, everybody, I've got to go. Gotta leave you all behind and face the truth. Mama, I don't wanna die. Sometimes wish I'd never been born at I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo, Figaro. Magnifico! I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family, sparing his life from this monstrosity. Easy come, easy go, will you let me go? Bismillah, no, we will not let you go. Let him go! Bismillah, we will not let you go. Let him go! Bismillah, we will not let you go. Let me go! We'll not let you go. Let me go! We'll not let you go. Let me go! Oh, mamma mia, mamma mia. Mamma mia, let me go. Beelzebub has a devil put aside for me. For me. For me.
Originally recorded in the 1970s, that's Queen and Bohemian Rhapsody from the Wayne's World soundtrack from 1992 on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. That's an SNDJ Top 10 honorable mention. We're going to take a break, but when we come back, we've got our top 3 movie and show tunes from the 20th century, and our number 1 song. I'll just give you a hint about it. It actually came from a movie that was filmed partially in a lake, and that lake is now dried up. We got details coming up on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. SNDJ Entertainment, the Gulf Coast Wedding and Party Service. We offer services in wedding ceremonies, wedding receptions, parties, school dances, and more. Unlike other DJ and entertainment services in our area, we only charge a flat rate for each one of our packages, so there are no hourly fees. You can have your DJ for as long as you would like on the day of your event. We also offer our LED light show in all packages. For weddings, your DJ not only serves as your DJ and master of ceremonies, but we also offer reception entertainment planning, where your DJ will serve as your on-site day of reception director coordinator to help make sure your wedding reception runs smoothly. To schedule your free consultation or to receive your free information packet, contact us today at 850-501-1590. Video and phone consultations are also available. SNDJ Entertainment, we've got you covered since 2003. And welcome back to the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. I'm your host, Stacey Noles, Entertainment Director and Mobile DJ at SNDJ Entertainment in Pensacola, Florida. And this weekend on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown, we're counting down our top 10 movie and show tunes from the 20th century. Now, before we get back into the countdown, we just need to issue our disclaimer and just remind you that we are not getting paid to do this show in any way. We're also not profiting from the music that you're listening to, so make sure you go to Apple Music, Amazon Music, or wherever you normally purchase your music from, and let's make sure we purchase these tracks and show some love to the many artists, the many record producers, and the record companies who make this music possible. Now, before we get into our top 3, we have another honorable mention, and this comes from a very successful play that came out in the 90s. It's from the Broadway musical Rent. It's called Seasons of Love on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown.
$525,600 minutes, 525,000 moments, oh dear. 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year? In daylights, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, in laughter and strife. In 525,600 minutes, how do you measure a year in the life? How about love? How about love? How about love?
in times that he cried, in bridges he burned, or the way that she died.
It's time now to sing out, though the story never ends. Let's celebrate, remember a year in the life of friends. Remember love, love.
From the Broadway musical Rent, which premiered on Broadway in 1996, that's Seasons of Love on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. And now moving right along as we move into our top 3, coming in at number 3 is a song from a movie that came out in 1984 and it actually had a remake in 2011. It's Kenny Loggins with Footloose off the Footloose movie soundtrack on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. 1984 motion picture, that's Kenny Loggins and Footloose on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown, coming in at number 3. And coming in at number 2 is another movie that spawned another great soundtrack in the 1980s. From 1983, it's Irene Cara with the theme from Flashdance. It's Flashdance, What a Feeling on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown.
First, when there's nothing but a slow glowing dream that your fear seems to hide deep inside your mind. All alone I have cried silent tears full of pride in a world made of steel, made of stone. Where I hear the music, close my eyes, feel the rhythm, wrap around, take a hold of my heart. What a feeling, feels believing. I can't have it all now, I'm dancing for my life. Take your passion and make it happen. Pictures come alive, you can dance right through your life. Now I hear the music, close my eyes, I am rhythm. In a flash, it takes hold of my heart. What a feeling, feels believing. I can't have it all now, I'm dancing for my life. Take your passion and make it happen. Pictures come alive, now I'm dancing through my life. What a feeling. What a feeling. I am losing now. Feels believing. I am rhythm now. Pictures come alive. You can dance right through your life. What a feeling. I can really have it all. What a feeling. Just come alive when I'm home. I can have it all. I can really have it all. Have it all. Just come alive when I'm home. What a feeling. I can have it all. Please believe.
From the 1983 motion picture Flashdance, that's Irene Cara with Flashdance, What a Feeling on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown, coming in at number 2. Now, before we get to our number 1 song, we have another honorable mention, and we played a lot of songs from this particular soundtrack, but I think most people would agree, as we mentioned earlier, that Grease is probably one of the best musicals of all time, and it really did spawn a great musical soundtrack, especially from the motion picture that came out in 1978. And here's another song from that soundtrack. It's John Travolta, Olivia Newton-John, and You're the One That I Want on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown.
I got chills, they're multiplying, and I'm losing control. 'Cause the power you're supplying, it's electrifying. You better shape up.
That's another great song off the Grease soundtrack from 1978. That's John Travolta, Olivia Newton-John, and the rest of the cast. And You're the One That I Want on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. It's an SNDJ Top 10 Honorable Mention. And now we're up to our number one song, and this comes from a movie featuring Patrick Swayze and Jennifer Grey as they fall in love over the summer learning different dance moves. Dirty Dancing hit theaters in the summer of 1987, and people can never forget that image of Swayze lifting Grey out of the water in that beautiful lake. However, if you're wanting to go visit Mountain Lake in Virginia, I'm afraid you're out of luck. You can still visit the area where the lake used to be, but the lake dried up in 2008 and still remains just a dried up lake bed today. Still though, lots of Dirty Dancing fans still flock to the lake bed to see where that very pivotal piece of movie history took place. Our number one song on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown is I've Had the Time of My Life by Bill Medley and Jennifer Warnes from the Dirty Dancing soundtrack.
Now I had the time of my life. No, I never felt like this before. Yes, I swear it's a truth, and I owe it all to you.
'Cause I had the time of my life, and I owe it all to you.
I've been waiting for so long, now I finally found someone to stand by me.
We saw the writing on the wall as we felt this magical fantasy.
Now with passion in our eyes, there's no way we could disguise it secretly. So we take each other's hand, 'cause we seem to understand the urgency. Just remember,
You're the one thing
I can't get enough of.
so I'll tell you something.
This could be love,
Because I had the time of my life. I never felt this way before. This I swear
it's a truth.
and I owe it all to you.
Hey, baby.
With my body and soul, I want you more than you'll ever know.
So we'll just let it go. Don't be afraid to lose control. No,
Yes, I know it's on your mind when you say, stay with me tonight.
just remember, you're the one thing
I can't get enough of.
So I'll tell you something. This could be love,
Because I had the time of my life. Never felt this way before. This I swear it's a truth, and I owe it all to you. 'Cause I had the time of my life, and I searched through every open door till I found the truth, and I owe it all to you.
had the time of my life. No, I never felt this way before.
Never felt
Yes, I
this
swear
way.
it's a truth, and I hope it don't take you. I had the time of my life. No, I never felt this way before. Yes, I swear it's so true, and I'm only until 'cause I had the time of my life. Chance to have me on.
From 1987 off the Dirty Dancing soundtrack, that's I've Had the Time of My Life by Bill Medley and Jennifer Warnes, our number one song on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. And there you have them, the top 10 movie and show tunes from the 20th century at SNDJ Entertainment. Thank you so much for listening. My name is Stacey Noles, Entertainment Director and Mobile DJ at SNDJ Entertainment in Pensacola, Florida. And if you have a question or a comment or maybe a show idea, why don't you drop me an email? My email address is Stacey, S-T-A-C-E-Y, at SNDJPensacola.com. Again, that's Stacey at SNDJPensacola.com. Want to remind you once again that SNDJ Entertainment is not getting paid to do this show. We are not profiting from the music that you listen to. So make sure you head to Apple iTunes, Amazon Music, or wherever you normally purchase your music from, and let's make sure we purchase these tracks and show some love to the many artists, the record producers, and the record companies, and all the ones who put this music together. The music does remain the sole property of the artists, the record producers, and the record companies. No copyright infringement intended. Once again, my name is Stacey Noles. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next week with another SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. Until then, take care and God bless. The SNDJ Top 10 Countdown is a presentation of SNDJ Entertainment.